Atmosphere. My squad. What up? The Green Label Gang. What's happening? Everybody tuning in, man. They playing with my stream, man, so y'all work with me on this thing, man. They got me dropping frames, man. Y'all bear with me. Salute to the AlphaSphere. We in the building. All right, man. They messing with my bit rate a little bit, so it may get a little raggedy, man. I don't know. My number's dropping, man. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's going on, man. Stream still counting. I have no idea what's going on, man. Yo, look like they shut me down as soon as I came in, man. You know, if y'all hear me, man, put a 1 in the chat, man. They kind of went a little crazy on me, man. As soon as I set it up, man, they start messing. See, they messing with my bit rate now, man. I don't know what's going on, man. My joint, man. I know that's all y'all see, man. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about they messing with my bit rate. I'm dropping frames and everything, man. They playing with me over here. Trying to give it a second to see if it's gonna level out, man. Yo, it just went off and clicked back on, man. I don't know what's going on with this joint, man. All right, let's go with it, man. If y'all can hear me, man, let's roll with it. All right. Let's try to do what we gonna do, man. Yeah, I know you couldn't see me, bro. I wasn't on the screen yet. I'm talking about these frames, man. It's dropping crazy frames right now, man. So I don't really know, man. Crazy thing, man, is YouTube, man, because everything looking good on my app. All right, let's try it, man. Look like everything might be leveling out right now, man. Let's see. Yeah, then you say I'm freezing up, man. Yeah, I see me freezing up on the screen, man, but can y'all hear my voice? We ain't worrying about what I look like. We ain't worrying about the screen. If y'all can hear my voice, then we good. Just look at something else. Do something else. You know what I'm saying? But as long as my voice ain't chopping up, then we can go ahead and do the thing. So, you know, if my voice is chopping up, man, put a 2 in the chat if my voice chopping up. Yeah, man, YouTube tripping right now, man. You know, I'm streaming at the same bit rate I always stream at, man. All right, if you can hear me, man, let's roll with it. All right, let's roll with it then. Cool. Matter of fact, So we won't have to keep looking at this distracting image that's fading in and out, man, and freezing up. Let's pull that image on off the screen and let's just chop. All right, man, I came on, man. I wanted to do this topic right here, man, because, I spend a lot of time, man, listening to my content. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to the content that I do, as far as what I need from content, as far as what I would like from content, I can't get it nowhere else like I can get it from Dr. BOA. So I spend a majority of my content listening to my own content. And then I just got so much of it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, man, especially early on, my live streams were just off the dome. So I didn't have anything written. So a lot of things, I just came in and freestyle for 2 or 3 hours, man. And so listening, man, I realized that there are some things that I only touched on once. You know what I'm saying? Because I was freestyling. I was just going in. And so I said, man, let me pull a few of these topics together that are very, very valuable topics, man. And we should really, really incorporate these things into our lives, man. We really should. As men, we need these things in our lives. So as you can see, man, the title is Deal with Women from a Position of Power, aka all the game you'll ever need. But this is basically also serves as a refresher course on how to improve your position with women, man. You know what I'm saying? Because unless you're a man that doesn't deal, if you're a man that doesn't deal with women at all, then, there's probably only about 40% of my content you can enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 50. I try to keep it about a 50%, but there's about 40 to 50% of my content you can enjoy. The rest of it is about women and how to interact with women, not just about women, but how to manipulate women, how to control women, how to boss up on women, how to have women submitting in your life, how to have women, missing you for years, how to have women missing you for days, how to have women, not being able to ever forget you, not being able to leave you alone, not being able to move on to anyone else, having women just understanding that you're the best thing going. Once a woman understands that you're the best thing going, then you're absolutely okay, man. You can move on with that. So let's talk about this, man. One of the biggest mistakes that men make that I hear, especially in the dating game, is men talking about what can they do to keep or lose a woman, to keep from losing a woman, to keep from losing a woman. Bro, let me tell you something. I ain't never lost a woman, ever. I've never lost a woman. Honestly, I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what losing a woman means. How do you lose a woman? Like, are you somewhere with her out in public and you lose her? Like somebody lose a kid in the store and you can't find her, bro? Like, how do you lose a woman, bro? Explain that to me. What does that even mean? Man, I lost my woman, man. I lost my wife. No, you didn't lose your wife, dog. She left you. You ain't lose her. You know where she at. You go to her house all the time to pick up children. You know where she at. You ain't lose nothing. You can't lose something that you never own. So then we get down to value. Who lost more value? See, let me tell you something, man. When you're a man who has given everything that you have to a woman and eventually changed into what she wanted you to be, because eventually what you give is she's going to want more. That's just how women function. So eventually you end up giving her things that aren't even the true essence of who you are. So you didn't lose her. You lost you. You're the one that's lost. She knows exactly who she is. She knows exactly what she wants. She knows exactly what direction she wants to be going in. You lost yourself, not her. She's perfectly okay in the life that she's living. You're the one that's having to pick up the pieces, the emotional pieces of being caught up in that scenario. So when I hear guys talking about, man, man, what can I do not to lose her, man? I had someone ask me in I think maybe it's on Patreon, man. Ask me, man, man, how can I got this girl, man, and blah, blah. Told me some details about her, and like, what can I do to not mess it up? It's already messed up. If that's your mindset, if your mindset is what can I do to not mess it up, you already messed it up. It's over. If that's your mindset, you've given her the power. Because the bottom line is all you could do is be yourself as a man. If a woman doesn't want to be with you because you're being yourself, then what are you going to do? You're going to change up and try to be who she wants you to be. The problem with that is you could change up and be who the woman wants you to be, but there's two issues with that. It's only temporary because next year she's going to want you to be somebody else. And the year after that, she's going to want you to be somebody else. But the whole time you're being what she wants you to be, you're never being what you want to be yourself. So you end up losing yourself. That's why men who've been married for a long time to get a divorce, man, it takes those guys years to integrate themselves back into society, man, because all they've ever known themselves as is this woman's husband. That's all. I don't even want to be called husband. Just call me daddy, shawty. You know what I'm saying? Just call me daddy. I'm daddy now. I always been daddy. That's what I'm gonna be. Don't call me husband. Don't call me boyfriend. Don't call me man. Even if you want to lay claim to me, say my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Don't say none of those other things. Don't lay any of those stereotypical titles on me that represent in this society that you have compromised who you are as a man. Husband represents you have compromised who you are as a man in this society. Boyfriend represents you have compromised who you are as a man in this society. There's no dominance in the term boyfriend. There's no dominance in the term husband. There's dominance in the term daddy. Grown woman call you daddy. She is submitting to you. She is revering you. And I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about just on a regular, everyday basis. I had one of my partners hit me up one time, man. And I had my bottom chick at the crib with me, man. And she answered the phone. I said, hey, get that for me, shawty. So she got it, man. And a lot of y'all can't do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men out here, man, can't tell their old lady to get their phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they're living a lie. They're telling her that, hey, I'm monogamous, but don't answer my phone, and they hiding their phone. They can't leave from the table without taking the phone with them. But so she hollered at me. She said, "Daddy, telephone." And I said, so I got on the phone with my partner, man. He was laughing, man. He was rolling, man. He said, man, that's your girl, man. I said, yeah, man, that's shawty, man. He said, man, you got to call you, man, this nigga got his girl calling him dad. I said, bro, I ain't got to call me nothing. She started that on her own. You know what I'm saying? She did that on her own, man. This is my thing. If you got to train a woman to do things like that, then it's conceived. It's contrived. It's not authentic. She's doing it because you tell her to do it. You know what I'm saying? This is about energy, man. I just feel like this, man. If your bro don't call you daddy, man, then I think you ain't doing something right. You know what I'm saying? It could just be me, just taking my own personal interaction with women and saying everyone should have that interaction. I could just be being selfish. I could just be being facetious. But I just feel like, man, you know what I'm saying? If she ain't calling you daddy or Lord or God or king or something, and she got to be calling you something that means a term of reverence, man. She got to be calling you that, bro. If not, man, then, a woman will refer to you as what she sees you as. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I want the utmost reverence, man. You know what I'm saying? I want a term that takes some effort. It don't take a woman no effort to call you your name. That's your name. You know what I'm saying? It takes focus and dedication. And what it does, it takes a woman being open and honest about, how she sees you, how she feels about you, how she reveres you, and she relays that through her name. You know what I'm saying? And the bottom line, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, if you don't want to, if I see somebody saying, man, they ain't trying to be nobody daddy, well, that's why you probably your bro's son. You know what I'm saying? You got two positions you're gonna play in a woman's life, man, and you're gonna either play dad or son. There's no in between. You're either playing daddy or son, one or the other. Anything in between is going to be closer to one or the other. So just pick a side. See, as alpha men, man, we don't play the middle. The worst thing we could ever do is play the middle. You know what I'm saying? I don't play the middle. I don't play the filter, and I don't talk in riddles. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't play the middle. We pick a side. You know what I'm saying? That's why all the in between stuff between alpha and beta, man, I don't pay no attention to none of that stuff, man. You pick a side. We either go alpha or we go beta. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. We're not playing any of that, two-sided thing where we're going left, we're going right. Half of the time we're going left, half of the time we're going right, and all we're doing is going in a circle. You know what I'm saying? We're just going back and forth across the same street. And that's just not how we gonna get down, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not our life, man. JJ, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. Fierce Soul, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. Say Alpha Owls for sure, man. For sure. Only Alpha's up this time of night, man. Pierre Jackson, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Say, damn, got in late. Appreciate your hard work and reminding me to work harder. No doubt, bro. We got to get it out here, man. We got to make it happen. Baby World, appreciate the $5 super chat. Shot, appreciate you being in the joint. All right, let's get back into this thing, man. You know, another thing is this, man. You know, it's not about losing a woman. It's about getting the best out of her while she's yours. You know, one term that really irks me, man, is she's not yours. It's just your turn. Well, that's just like saying, man, if you got a rental car, it's not yours. It's just your turn. Wreck it and see what happens. Wreck it and don't have no coverage on it. Guess what? It's yours. That's when you're going to find out it's yours while you got it. Once you take it back and somebody else wreck it, it ain't got nothing to do with you. But when you got it, it's yours. That's how you have to view women, man. When a woman is in your life, man, she is yours. She's yours to do with what you please. She's yours to do whatever you would have her do. The problem is men can't even capitalize on everything that a woman brings to the table because they too busy talking about, well, men too worried about what women do with their body, man. That's the thing. The more you worry about what she do with her body, the more things she gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm not. Why would you even be worried about that, man? You know what I'm saying? When she on my, when she on my team, man, she mine. You know what I'm saying? When you see her, she gonna act like she mine. She gonna talk like she mine. She gonna walk like she mine. She gonna think like she mine. She gonna respond to me and react to me like she think like she mine. And and she gonna use the proper stimuli to get me motivated or to arouse me or to get me to react to her, like she's mine. So everything about her is gonna be mine. Now, when she's not mine anymore, when my turn is over, as these guys say, then it don't really matter. You know the problem with these guys is, man. And this is the reality, and it's going to hurt some men's feeling. The problem is that a lot of men aren't valued by women. So you get the woman, but then she doesn't value you any more than just maybe having sex with you or you'll wine and dine her and buy her things. If a woman doesn't value you, of course, I understand why you feel like, man, she's not yours, it's just your turn. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. The difference is with me, when it's my turn, I can have a turn and then have another turn and then have another turn. And then why I keep getting all these turns and then you just get one turn and then say, well, it's nice. She ain't yours. She's not yours. It's just your turn. Man, that's such a possessive mindset, man. It's like saying the world ain't mine. It's just my turn. Like this ain't our world. We just living in it right now. Once we die, our turn is gone. Man, that's such a bland statement, man, and it represents a lack of confidence in your ability, man, to properly assess a woman's value and get that value implemented into your life in the proper way, man. That's all it is. Sky Weezy, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. So another thing is this, man. The problem is what you have to do is this. When you meet a woman, you don't wait until you label the relationship something or till you develop a certain level of relationship or a certain level of interaction. What you do, man, that thing went out again, man. That's crazy. Did it go out again, man? Y'all let me know when we back, man. Man, this is crazy. Man, why is this thing dropping all these damn whatchamacallits like this, man? This is crazy. I'm talking, man, we dropping crazy frames over here, man. Crazy frames over here. And my bit rate is where it need to be, man. Man, we can drop 12 frames in one live stream, man. Let me know if we back, man. I'm talking about they tripping, man. They tripping for real. They tripping hard, man. They keep folding on me, man. It's crazy. We should be good now, man. Looking like we got an excellent collection right now, man. It's crazy, man. Let's keep rolling with it, man. Let's keep rolling with it. I mean, they just keep putting me in the cross, man. I don't even understand what they're doing, man. But they just, all right. So I don't even know what the last thing y'all heard, man. But I'm just gonna keep on moving. All right. So, You know, you peep game on this, man. And the reality of the matter is this, man. Man, I think it's still freezing up on me, man. I don't know what's going on, bro. Maybe they got made up in their mind that I don't need to come on tonight, man. I don't know what they're doing, man. They got made up in their mind that I don't need to come on tonight, bro. Love C Shout, appreciate $2 super chat, man. Bro, I appreciate your wisdom as usual. 100. Salute, bro. I appreciate that. Yo, they got me, man. So, you know, if we back, man, y'all let me know if we back, man. Okay, bland statement, man. Man, I kept talking for a minute. All right, let's keep the voice going, man. Long as the voice good, man, we good. We gonna try to get back at it, man. So here we go, man. You know, the bottom line is this, man. You know, it's like this, man. When you say something like that, man, you know, if it's not yours, it's not. People just be trying to sound slick, man. Yeah, that's a real slick statement. You know, it's not yours. She's not yours. It's just your turn, man. Okay, well, you know, if you feel like that, man, I wonder what else you feel like that about in your life. It's not yours. She's not yours. It's just your turn. Okay, man, cool. If that's what you want to do, cool. Go ahead and do that. Now, the problem with these guys is they don't understand one thing when it comes to dealing with women. You have to establish the boundaries of any interaction with the woman on day one. Not once y'all decide y'all gonna be dating exclusively or something like that. You don't wait until there's a label put on the interaction, because the interaction with a woman starts from day one. The interaction, your demands, your requirements start from day one. You never, because if you wait to establish your requirements later on, then that means you pretty much accepting anything in the beginning. You got to make her start working on the things that she needs to work on immediately. You know what I'm saying? You got to put her in the right frame of mind, man. You got to put a woman in the frame of mind that everything has to be earned with you. You know, you got to put her in the correct frame of mind. And the correct frame of mind is, baby, I'll give you whatever you want. You can get anything if you earn it. I don't have no limit to what a woman can get, what she can enjoy, if she earns it. Whatever she earns, she gets. I believe in, see, that's a boss mentality. If someone's working for you and you give them a list of responsibilities, if they do those things, you pay them what you said you were going to pay them. If they do enough work to get a bonus, you give them a bonus. You know what I'm saying? If they work enough to get a promotion, you give them a promotion. That's boss talk, man. This is a boss outlook. That's the difference between a man who says he's a boss and a man who really is a boss, because his interaction with everyone is from the perspective of a boss. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. So, you know, a lot of men just can't buy into that concept, because you know what it takes? It takes some introspect. It takes some introspection. You have to look into yourself and accept the fact that your internal man is not strong enough to pull these types of things off. You have to accept the fact that your internal man is not strong enough to see and believe. And that's just the reality of it, man. You have to. So I'll give it to you. I'll give you another example, man. Whenever you show up to, let's say you got your car is wrecked and you take it to a body shop, they're going to tell you everything they need to do, and they're going to tell you everything that they got to buy. And then you're going to leave them a deposit. And then you pay them the rest when you get back and you see your car is in tip-top condition. They did what they said they were going to do. This is in every facet of life. This is how you control interactions in every facet of life, man. You establish the boundaries on interaction on day one. That's how you end up getting played by your partners. That's how you end up getting treated, you know, like an outcast by your family. That's how you end up, man, getting treated like a sucker at the job. Anytime you have an employee, man, that's disrespecting you, man, let me tell you something. If your supervisor at work disrespecting you and you've been at the job 2 years, man, they've been disrespecting you for 2 years. They ain't just started disrespecting you. After 2 years, you've been there long enough to establish some type of respect, but they didn't respect you from the beginning. And let me tell you something that happens. Anytime you let somebody do something or get away with something, it's going to be too late to correct it later on. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get too much pushback. You establish these things before someone gets to know who you are. You establish your interaction with people before they get to know you on a deep personal level. That way, whatever relationship develops, it develops on those terms. And that's the same thing with women, man. You know what I'm saying? The exact same thing with women. You have to do that. And never accept an offer for compromising your manhood. I don't care what somebody's offering you. Never compromise your manhood for that. Many men compromise their manhood for something as simple as sex. You know, many men have compromised their manhood for a couple of dollars. Hell, many men have compromised their manhood, man, for some validation. There's a whole bunch of men out here just like females, man. They'll do anything for some likes and follows. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk, man. Y'all know this. Bunch of men out here do anything, man, for some likes and follows. They're just like females, man. Give them a little bit of validation, man, they'll do more. Give them a little bit more validation, they'll do more. And a lot of guys don't even understand what their manhood is, man. That's the problem. Men do things and don't know that it affects their manhood because a lot of guys don't know what their manhood is, man. A lot of men have been born and raised to suppress their manhood. That's why they get so all emotional and you know, just exhibit a lot of feminine behavior, man, because they simply don't even know what it is to, you know, embrace your manhood and masculinity and cultivate it and nourish it. You have to nurture your manhood and masculinity, especially in a society that's becoming ever more, you know, matriarchal every single day. You know what I'm saying? Every single quarter of every year, you know, we get a reminder that we live in a matriarchal society, man. And if you're not understanding that enough, man, to understand, you need to really grab a hold of your manhood and masculinity and not compromise it, because this is the thing about manhood and masculinity. Once you compromise it, you can't reverse that. You know what I'm saying? Once you can, you know, it's kind of like, you know, if you're a grown man, once you let somebody punk you, man, you can't compromise. You can't recover from that. You know what I'm saying? You got to put that iron on them, man, to recover from that. You know what I'm saying? They just won't ever see you in a different light. They won't ever interact with you in a different way. That's why you have to establish the interaction with people from day one. I'm going to establish the interaction. Two things you ain't going to never hear me do. You ain't going to never hear me talk to no other man with no supreme reverence to him. You'll never hear me do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say there never was a time, but dog, I'm a grown man now. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown enough now where I damn sure ain't finna do it to nobody younger. And I'm grown enough now where, you know, everybody there's some men out here, man, that's old enough to be my dad, but I think I'm at the point now where I'm grown enough now where even my dad and I had an understanding of, you know, me and my dad had man-to-man talks. We didn't have father-son talks. You know, we were a father and son having man-to-man talks. We weren't a father having a talk with his son and a son having a talk with his father. No, we were two men who just happened to be related by blood as father and son. And so if my dad was cool with that and embraced that relationship with me, every other man on the planet ain't got no choice. So that's one thing you ain't gonna never hear me do. I don't care what nobody walk of life is. I don't care what their background is. I don't care how anybody else deal with them. There ain't nobody on the planet that I'm finna be, you know, revering like they're this outer worldly being. Because if somebody come by and do a drive-by on us and shoot us, both of us gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And so I established those relationships from the beginning. Regardless of who I'm dealing with, man or woman, bro, I'm a man. That's just the bottom line. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to live as a man, and if I got to die, I'm going to die as a man as well. And that's real talk, man. It's kind of like, you know, we throw terms like love and respect and all those things around, man. Let me tell you something, man. People have to earn respect. People have to earn love. People have to earn respect. You know what I'm saying? People had to earn love. A woman got to earn. She got to earn that feeling of being loved, man. She got to earn that. You know, people have to earn respect, man. This is the thing. You can't respect nobody, man, based on what they did in the past, because it ain't got nothing to do with you. Respect is based on a person's interaction with you. And it's cool. Nobody has to give me respect when they first meet me either. You know what I'm saying? But everything about me is going to prove that I am worthy of respect. You know what I'm saying? And once I know, man, listen, bro, I'm fair and I'm honest and I'm real. So I know the same way I expect somebody to prove that they're worthy of respect, I have to prove that too. You know what I'm saying? If we have an interpersonal interaction, man, I have to prove that I'm worthy of respect. You know what I'm saying? You have to view me as someone who needs to be respected, who should be respected. Man, they tripping, man. They done shut me down again. I don't even know what's going on, man, cause it ain't even. All right, I hope we back in the game now, man. We back in the game. We back in the game. If we back in the game, man, y'all put a 1 in the chat. All right. If we good, man, we good. All right, let's roll back at it, man. Listen, man, every time we get up to about 230, 240 people, man, we start climbing, they shut it down, man. It's almost like they watching the number and say, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, almost, not yet. Shut them down now. You know what I'm saying? And we got to build all the way back up from 40 people, man. But hey, man, we'll keep on rolling, man. We'll keep on rolling with it. I think we good now, man. When I actually shut the whole stream down right quick, and because I got this code in, man, I put the encoder, the stream setting in, man. Then I just opened it back up. So I think I look like everything's gravy right now, man. So let's build it on back up, man. Hopefully we good right now, man. You know what I'm saying? It kept giving me an encoder reading, man, that my bit rate was too low in my encoder, but it was reading correctly. So I just had to shut it down, man. And I'm going to see if we can come back in, man, with this too as well. Because we should be coming in at 1080p now, man. For some reason, it was streaming at 720. All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Well, nope, I just dropped another frame, man. I don't know what's going on, man. It's crazy. Man, this is crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on, homies. Man, I'm about to get ready to shut this thing down, man. I'm getting frustrated with it now, man. You know, they just keep shutting it down, man. Every time we talk, man, they just keep shutting it down, man. I'm about to, if it happens one more time, man, I'm just going to shut it on down, man. You know what I'm saying? It's killing my vibe, man. It's killing my vibe. You know, it only happens at a certain time of night, man. All right, let's keep it moving then, man. Let's go back. All right, let's roll. Okay, I mean, if y'all can hear me, man, if it's saying it's dropping on my side, so it may just be tripping on my side, man. So I'm just gonna keep it moving, man. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. All right. So, you know, when you think about compromising your manhood, man, you got to keep in mind, man, that people latch on to you compromising your manhood, and nobody's going to take that lightly. Everybody's going to try to capitalize on it and take advantage of you if they realize you'll compromise your manhood. Because truth be told, man, we can talk all this alpha talk. We can talk the Sigma talk. We can talk the red pill talk. We can talk the pimping. We can talk all of that. Those are just covers that we put on to present ourselves to the world in the most positive way for ourselves, in the most beneficial way for ourselves. We have to keep it like this, man. All you got is your manhood. You ain't got nothing else. All you got is your manhood. You can talk all you want to talk, but you can't compromise pimping. You can't compromise game. You can't compromise understanding. Only thing you could compromise is your manhood, bro. That's all you could compromise. Baby World, appreciate the $5 super chat. We love you, BOA. It's all love, baby girl. So you just, bro, if I could reiterate one thing to men, you cannot compromise your manhood, man. You simply can't compromise your manhood. Now, this is the thing. There's going to be some very tempting offers for your manhood out here, man. People going to offer you some amazing things to compromise your manhood. And not just women, jobs, other men, people with opportunities that you can capitalize on. They're going to offer you some amazingly good things, man, to compromise your manhood. But once you compromise your manhood, you can't even enjoy that benefit that you got as a man. You can't even enjoy it as a man. There's just no way you can. And you continue to live your life in a way where you compromise more and more and you live less and less like a man. Like D. Fleming say, man, it's gone forever. Once you give it up, it's gone forever, man. You'll never get it back. You'll never get it back. Once you allow someone to disrespect your manhood, they can never see you as a man anymore. So if you're with a woman, man, and you've let that woman disrespect your manhood, if you let that woman take your manhood from you, bro, you might as well leave her, man. You're going to forever be a beta male simp mangina in her eyes. You're going to forever be her son. You're going to be her son in her eyes. She's going to feel like she can son you all the time. You let her son you once, bro. You've been son. And that's why, man, women can tell you a lot of things about me, man. A woman can tell you a lot of things about me. She can tell you that, you know, sometimes I'm unfair. Sometimes I'm too hard on a woman. Sometimes I'm too this. Sometimes I'm too that. But one thing she could tell you is that I'm fair. If you get it, if you earn it, you get it. And another thing she could tell you is that I ain't going to compromise my manhood at all. I'm not compromising my manhood at all. No way. I'm just not going to do it. Some things is better to go to the grave than to do those things, man. You know what I'm saying? It's better to die as a man than compromise your manhood and live the rest of your life as a coward. Another thing, man. Keep it 100 in a masculine, non-sugar-coated, non-facetious kind of way. Bro, I keep it a buck with a woman, bro, all the time. I ain't compromising on none of that. I'm going to keep it 100 with a woman at all times, man. That way, whenever something don't go the way it's supposed to go, or whenever she gets a result that she's not pleased with or she's not happy about, then I don't have to worry about her saying, well, you ain't tell me that. I didn't even know that's what you wanted. I didn't know you wanted me to do it like that. And sometimes, man, you have to talk to women in layman's terms. That's why communication with women is so great, but not communicating with game. You know what I'm saying? You can't really communicate with women with game. You know what I'm saying? You can't communicate with, I'm talking about truly communicate with a woman to her core. You can't communicate that with game because you communicate with a woman in the way that she understands. So you have to understand what communication works with her. And that's different with every woman. It's not the same with everyone. Oh, I'm not going to say it's different with every woman, but there are several different ways you can interact with a woman and communicate with a woman. And so game is not, you can't communicate with a woman with game. You know what I'm saying? You can blow her wig and make her say, ooh, ah, with game. You know what I'm saying? Talking slick like a pimp, it make women, ooh, ah. You know what I'm saying? Be perfectly honest with you, man, bro. Let me tell you something. Just that little bit makes me different to any woman that I've ever met. You know, just opening my mouth and talking to a man, the way it roll off my tongue, man. And you know what I'm saying? When I'm really in my bag, man, then every word I say just rhyme just off the top of my head, bro. I don't be rapping. I don't be freestyling. I don't be nothing. When I'm really in my bag, you know what I'm saying? When a woman got some real feminine energy, man, some super feminine energy, man, I just come out my bag, man. I open my mouth, man. I just start talking in rhymes and riddles to her, man. I don't try to. It's something that just turns on when she's super feminine. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying? And I could truly, you know, I could truly bring a woman on to explain that to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? That's something I might do on Patreon at some point, man. You know what I'm saying? To tell y'all how that sounded the first time she heard it. First conversation when everything out my mouth, man, was just rhyming. And I ain't talking about spitting no game. I'm talking about whatever we were talking about at that particular time. All my words rhymed. You know what I'm saying? That is when you in your bag, when you let yourself be who you are. Now, everybody can't do that, but everybody ain't meant to do that. But when you let yourself be who you are, you get in touch with a deeper side of yourself, man, that, you know, you got to really work in your life to control that side, to be able to exercise it when you want to. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know, when they say we only use 10% of our brain, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's less than that. Man, you crack into about 13% of your brain power, bro. Man, it opens your mind to a totally different world, man. It opens you into a crazy new existence, a crazy new understanding of yourself. The more you understand yourself, the better your life is. And the first thing you have to understand is your manhood is all you got. It's all you got. You compromise your manhood, it's over. You're done. You know what I'm saying? You can't compromise it. You can't afford to compromise it. You got to keep it moving, man. You got to keep it building. You got to keep it going. So no matter what it comes to, man, you can't be worried about, you can't be worried about, a woman's, oh man, it's going to hurt her feelings. The truth never hurts a woman's feelings. It may give some shock value, but the truth never hurts a woman. You can never hurt a woman with the truth. I have been truthful with women my entire life, and I've never hurt a woman with the truth. Lies and deceit hurt women. Lies and deceit turn women vindictive. Lies and deceit turn women into your enemies. Lies and deceit turn a woman into somebody who does everything in her power to try to bring you down. Lies and deceit will put a woman on the stand to testify against you. But honesty will never turn a woman against you. No woman has ever turned against me for my honesty. Even if it was something she didn't want to hear, no matter what it was, no woman has ever turned against me for my honesty, ever. She never has. And they just don't. A woman won't turn against you for your honesty, bro. And that's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? So another thing is this, man. When it comes to sex, man, you can't be a sex hound. You can't be a sex hound because as a sex hound, you can't use sex properly. You use sex as punishment and reward for a woman, man. That's what you use it for. You use it as punishment and reward for a woman. Now, there are two ways you could use it as punishment. You can use it as punishment by withholding it from her until she gets her act together, or you can use it as punishment by putting it on a man and breaking her damn back. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that the people at the job or the people wherever she got to go, the people at the bank, wherever you send her to, the people at the bank, and this is before you even, get into, the particulars of having a woman, that's really on the team building before she becomes your woman. Man, if you knock her down, bro, if that punishment, man, you break her back, man. You know what I'm saying? Make her girls, man, know what happened to her. You know what I'm saying? She should be, you got to break her back, bro. And that's the reality of it, man. Now, the ways that you can use it as a reward, man, when she earns that date night that these guys just give regularly, no matter what the woman does, the woman get mad. He says, well, maybe if I take on date night, she'll feel better and treat me better. No, man. When she earns that date night, man, you make it a blast. You make it a big build up. You know what I'm saying? You make the whole day, man. You know what I'm saying? Do everything, man. Send her to get her hair done. Send her to get her toes done. Send her to get everything, man. You know what I'm saying? If she needs something fly to wear, man, grab her something fly to wear, man. Make an evening of it, man. And then when you come through that night, you cap that off, man. You give her the chair on top, man. The whole day been a slice of strawberry shortcake. You give her the chair on top, man, and you finesse her body. There's two different ways, man. You can use sex to reward a woman, man. You can finesse her body, or you can bless her body. Two different things, man. They sound similar, but two different things, man. When you understand that sex is a reward for a woman. Now, sex from any man is not a reward for a woman, but sex from the man that a woman really wants, I'm talking about the man that she wants, the man that she can see herself spending the rest of her life with. That man right there, he can use sex as a reward and punishment, man. Where you can use your touch as a reward and punishment. Just your touch. You know what I'm saying? You can see if she's performing well, man, in her daily duties, instead of giving her just a smack on the lips, man, grab her in public. Y'all out in public somewhere, man, grab and slob her ass down right there, man, in a room full of people. She don't care. A woman that's into you, man, that really want you the one she want, there's nothing you can do with her that's going to be embarrassing. I mean, unless you smack her in public or something like that, but there's nothing you can do physically pleasurable as far as something that's physically pleasurable. There's nothing you can do that's going to embarrass her, man. She don't care because it's you. I'm telling you, bro, these things work, man. These things work, man. Simple things. But you can't do that. You can't do it if you are the sex hound. If you are the one that has to have sex. You know, if you are the one that has to have, oh, you gonna die. You gonna kick the bucket if you don't get it. Oh man, your day ain't gonna go right, man. You in a bad mood. You moody as hell like a woman because you can't get it. You got to have it. You gonna die. Nah, bro, you got to have that control. You got to have that control, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to understand that, yes, women like surprises, but it don't always have to be something from outside. You know what I'm saying? It don't always, man, boy, let me tell you something. Take your woman to the movies. Take her to the movies. Put her in a sundress or a body dress or some type of dress. A bodycon dress. Put her in some type of dress. And either tell her don't wear no panties. Or when y'all get to the movie theater, stand outside the car with her. Pull her up close to you. And pull her panties off of her. Don't put them in the car. Put them in your pocket. Take them in and y'all go in. Don't go into an empty movie theater. What's the thrill in that? Nah, you might not want to go into a packed theater where y'all got to, with people all around on both sides. Your ass going to jail. Which, I mean, it's just going to be, you're going to be able to bond out, man. But don't do that. Go into a movie that's fairly packed, where people are around, because the adrenaline rush ain't gonna happen if ain't nobody in there. Take in the movies, man. Find a spot where, where you want the majority of the people to be in front of you, but you don't care if there's a couple of people up behind you, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple over there look like they kind of cuddled up. Or if you really, really don't want to take a chance, just go all the way up to the top. The thrill's still gonna be there all the way up at the top. Man, take up there, man. You should be crunk. You should be crunk too, because the adrenaline rush is already there, because you know what's finna go down. She don't know, because you ain't gonna tell her. But she anticipating something because you just took her panties off of her. And you took her panties off of her in a sensual way, like outside, before y'all went in. And you take up that to the top, man, and you, man, shit, man, you let her show your cowgirls. You let her show you her cowgirl skills, man. She can still see the movie. Make sure it's a movie that, don't go see something you really want to see. You know what I'm saying? So these are just little subtle things, man, that, these are the type of thing most men wouldn't do something like that. Most men wouldn't do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or on the date night, she earned the date night, take out to dinner, man. Take out to dinner. Do the same thing before y'all go in the restaurant. Take her panties off of her outside. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get in, man. Maybe have a glass of champagne or two, man. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe have an appetizer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because like me and my shouters, we don't go to restaurants and eat like full meals. Whenever we do go, it's rare. But we don't eat full meals. We go and get an appetizer, man, and a drink, man. And either we bounce or I'm going to say, hey, shouty, I'm about to run to the restroom. You got to use it too, don't you? Come on. Pull in there, man, and we gonna pick one. It's either gonna be the women's or the men's. I prefer the men's because men are more likely to, just act like they don't know what's going on. Women will be like, hey, there are some people in there and they really getting it in, and I think he's hurting her in there. And so a woman will just blow the whole vibe. Man, I take her in the bathroom, man, pick her up, man, and hop around with her like Ving Rhames, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they got that handicap style in there, that big wide one that a wheelchair can go in. Ah, man, I'm finna have a blast in there. So, it's just one of those things, man, where these are the type of things where, man, women love this, bro. They love it, man. They love it. So anyway, man, let's get on back into this thing, man. I don't know how I got off in there. I was talking about using sex as a reward and punishment, man. And that's where all the hair pulling and biting and scratching and pinching and biting on the nose and you know what I'm saying? All these things, man, you know what I'm saying? Sticking a thumb in her butt. That's where all these things come from, man. Just being unpredictable sexually, man. So anyway, let's get back to this, man. Another thing is this, man. The only way to have power in a situation with a woman, and this is real, man. I want y'all to listen to this, bro. The only way to have power in a situation with a woman, bro. The only way to have power in a situation with a woman is to be a self-sufficient, self-contained unit, especially financially, living a life of power and empowerment. I say again, the only way that you can do these things is to be a self-sufficient, self-contained unit, especially financially, living a life of power and empowerment. You have to be that. That's what alpha is, living a life of power and empowerment while being a self-sufficient, self-contained unit. That's basically all it is. That man is going to get reverence from a woman. That woman is going to revere that man. He's going to get reverence because let me tell you why. Because the average woman, the majority of men, the average woman don't meet celebrities. You know what I'm saying? The average woman don't meet celebrities, and when she does meet celebrities, she gonna understand, yeah, he might have a little bit more paper than you, but he ain't real like you. He ain't half the man you are. But most women don't even meet celebrities. Most women who live in cities where celebrities are don't meet. Most women in Atlanta don't meet celebrities, and when they do, they be groupies. I'm talking about meet celebrities. I'm talking about the type of woman that a celebrity wants to meet, wants to date, wants to take to the crib. Most women don't meet celebrities like that. So it's rare that a woman meets a man who is a self-sufficient, self-contained unit, living a life of power and empowerment. It is rare. Most women meet men who are either needy financially or needy emotionally. Most men are. Women rarely meet men who are really in tune with God. I ain't talking about Christianity. I'm talking about in tune with God. They rarely meet men who are in tune with God. Man, you know the average woman don't even meet a man that don't eat pork. The average woman don't meet a man who don't eat pork, man. The majority of these guys do simple things like eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep in mind, man, you know, you are probably the best thing that woman has ever met, man. You are more than likely the best thing that woman has ever met. And you have to have the confidence to understand that. She doesn't meet men like you all the time. I know for a fact women don't meet men like me all the time. Hell, when the woman meet me, she ain't never met a man like me. And it ain't because I'm so cocky. I mean, I'm a little cocky, but that's not the reason. It's because I know. You got to think about it. We deal with men more than women do because we only deal with women in relationships. We deal with men in business. Our partners are men. When we go to court, we dealing with men. Whenever we interact with the cops, we dealing with men. When we, right here now, man, we got 267 people in here, man, and the overwhelming majority of them are men. So we just deal with more men. We talk to more men. We get an understanding of how more men think, how more men feel, how more men live. So I know for a fact that she's never met a man like me. I know that for a fact. And that's the reality of it, man. So that's a power statement. That's a power move. Being a self-sufficient, self-contained unit, living a life of power and empowerment. If you're not living a life of power, then you can't exhibit any empowerment. You know what I'm saying? If you live a life of power, you can empower a woman to be exactly what you want her to be. You know what I'm saying? So don't be a feminist. Another thing is this, man. You have to establish a pattern of communication. And this is one of the coldest pieces of game I ever spit right here, man. I qualify this as game. This qualifies as game. You have to establish a pattern of communication based on the 80-20 rule. You have to establish a pattern of communication based on the 80-20 rule. Based on the 80-20 rule. What's the 80-20 rule? The 80-20 rule states that 80% of your conversation and communication with the woman should be based on pure necessity. 80% of your interaction with the woman, whether text, which I don't recommend doing a lot of, text and talk, needs to be necessity. The other 20% can be desire. You keep the conversation and communication balanced if you go 80-20. If you go 80-20, that's it. 80% necessary communication, 20% random pleasure, desire communication. That's one of the most major things I can tell you, man. That's real talk, man. That's one of the most major things I can tell you. If I can't tell you anything else, I want to tell you that. That's one of the major things I want you to know right there. So, how does that benefit you? It keeps you from getting bored with her, and even more, it keeps her from getting bored with you. Conversation is boring. Talking is boring. You know what I'm saying? That's why, the only guys who do this that actually can build a channel, can actually build something that's sustainable with this, is guys who have charisma. If you have no charisma and you just come on here talking, man, you are a bore. People do not want to hear you just talking in this monotone voice, and they also don't want to hear you rambling on about foolishness. You know what I'm saying? You find a man who don't do nothing but brag about himself, man, that boy, nobody wants to hear you talk about yourself all the time because it doesn't benefit anyone. So you have to keep in mind, man, that conversation there are many more exciting things to do than talk. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to minimize that talk to 80% necessity, 20% pleasure, 20% desire. And that's the reality of it. So another thing is this, man. Use dates, gifts, and whining and dining as rewards for achievement, not conformity. See, I want you men to understand something. Because a woman comes through and conforms to what you say, she don't get no reward for that. Her reward for that is being able to stay around. Her reward for that is being able to be around. Her reward for that is being able to have any interaction with you at all. Her conformity is necessary for her to even be in the game. She might not get on the court with that. That's just for her to be on the bench, for her to suit up for the game. Shut-upness and obedience are required for her to even maintain a presence. Without shut-upness and obedience, nothing else matters because she's not going to even be around. And I think these are the things that men compromise on. Men compromise tremendously for that. You have to keep in mind, bro, that your life is going to be how you build it. And you have to build it in power and empowerment. Wavy K, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. There's just no other way to put this, man. Archie Long Dad, appreciate the $12 super chat, bro. Say 5 games. Salute to you, bro. Sky Weeds, appreciate the $2 super chat. Louise W, man, appreciate the $2 super chat. We have to keep in mind, man, that you must govern your life. And therefore, the people who enter your life are going to be governed. If you set the laws to your life, the people who enter your life have to follow those laws because they're the laws of your life. And if they apply to you, they're going to apply to everybody else. They're going to apply to everyone else. So when I say pay the cost to be the boss, you pay the cost to be the boss because anyone who comes around you has to conform to the rules of the boss. And if they can't conform, you got to be in a position to push them out of your life. That's why the whole 50-50 thing don't work. You can't be in a position where you can't push somebody out of your life if they don't conform to the rules, man. And you can't put anybody in a position in your life where they can establish some of the rules. It's real simple to me, man, but men keep going against it like it's not that simple. Conformity is a continuation requirement from day one. Conformity is required from day one. So continued conformity is just maintaining her key to the city. You know what I'm saying? That conformity is just her key to the city. Never let that gain her anything else. She has to work for all those other things. She has to show herself worthy of all those other things. You know, when guys say, hey, man, women going, all of them, they're going to cheat no matter what you do, man, and blah, blah, blah. Man, men who talk about cheating, man, are weak. If that's your focus when you dealing with women, man, come on, bro. To me, that has a lot to do with your own confidence, man. JWL, man, say, I feel like my old beta mind says get beat down harder with every video. You're a genius, man. We need more guys like you. So appreciate that, brother. Appreciate $10 super chat as well, JDL. Alexander Gentle, man, what's good, bro? Appreciate $20 super chat. Bro said because she has to earn that first date after confirmation attraction and phone numbers have been traded. What does the first conversation look like with a woman in your experience? Man, that's a random thing, bro. That depends on the woman. See, that's a question based on game. I don't deal with women with game. Whoever the woman is, whatever, it could go any way. I don't have any set lines where I can, tell you, well, this how conversation goes. Hit first conversation goes. Man, a lot plays into that, man. How she feels you, how strong your energy is. You understand how receptive she is to that energy. It could go 100 miles a minute, or it could be a slow. You just don't know, man. That's too broad of a question, man. And it has too many possible scenarios. You know what I'm saying? There are also too many variables that affect that scenario. So, in my experience, it's always different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have some set thing I say to all women, or, I don't have any of those. I don't have no pickup lines or entry game that I use for women. So it's always a different scenario, man. It just depends on where I'm at that particular time. It could go anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's a day-to-day thing, bro. Like, I deal with those things on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's a Wednesday, depending on what I'm doing on Wednesday, depending on what my schedule is, it might have something to do with, what I would say to a woman on a Wednesday. There's too many variables in that right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no set game in that. You know what I'm saying? But, my first conversation, man, is, the first conversation, if you get attraction confirmation, the first conversation can go any way you want it to go. That's the thing. You have to learn that when a woman shows you attraction confirmation, you go in and control the conversation however you want to. Attraction confirmation is a woman saying, man, I want you, without saying, man, I want you. That's what attraction confirmation is. So you go into a situation from a position of power, man, but, no one can say what the first conversation is based on or what it sound like or any of that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you cold approach it, and I don't do that. So I have no experience with what to say to a woman on a cold approach. My approach is always at least very, very warm. You know what I'm saying? I prefer the hot approach, but my approach is always at least very warm. Mr. Band Clap, appreciate the $1 super chat, bro. So, when we, the first convo, man, sometimes the first convo, man, end up with her going home with you that night. Or you going home with her. It just depends, man. Because I don't just have a conversation. And, and like subtle flirting, I see somebody say about subtle flirting, man. I don't do subtle flirting. Subtle flirting is for women. When a woman show me attraction confirmation, man, I'm touchy-feely from the jump. Now, I ain't saying I'm grabbing, man, put my hand all in her panties and then, but I'm touchy-feely from the front. I may get there that night, but I'm touchy-feely from the jump. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I feel like, man, if I ain't touching a woman and I'm just talking to her, what the hell am I doing? What are we talking about that's so important that I ain't touching her? Do I want to hear her talk so bad that, nah, bro, with me, I don't like to play games. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to play games at all, man. So you put your hands on the woman, man, you touch up, man, you make her comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? You hold her hand, man, you rub her arm, man, you rub her shoulders, man, you pull her close to you, man, you put your arm around her, man, you do these types of things, man, to make the woman comfortable. Because see, a woman responds better to your actions that show you want her than your words. Action speaks louder than words. They absolutely speak louder than words when it comes to physical interaction. And it just speaks louder than words, man. You can tell a woman all this. Let me tell you something. You can tell a woman you want her so bad, but when y'all get ready to get it in, if you can't get it up, guess what she gonna think? You don't want her so bad. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell her all you want to, but if your joint don't work, she's just gonna assume you don't want her. I just feel like, man, with attraction confirmation, when a woman shows you, lets you know that she's attracted to you, man, then the game changes. The game changes, man. And I mean, you know, the ultimate thing is, I don't think any of us are meeting women with the intent of just being friends. You know what I'm saying? If a woman shows me attraction confirmation, that means she want to get it in. And if she's attractive, guess what? I think I want to get it in too. Wavy K, man, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. So I feel like a thief getting this knowledge for free. As long as you keep dropping it, I'll keep supporting. 100. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. 300 people in here up with me, man, at after 1 p.m. on the East Coast, man. You know what I'm saying? Hell, it's after midnight on Central Standard Time, man, and it's after 10 p.m. on the West Coast, man. I appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. That's real talk. Appreciate it. So another thing is this, man. And listen, that situation is different for everybody. So when I talk about, you know, my experience and my outlook on it, I'm not knocking anybody else's outlook. Every man has a different experience when it comes to that. But with me, I'm just so seasoned at you know, getting attraction confirmation and not dealing with a woman who doesn't give me attraction confirmation. Like, I am not saying a word to a woman who doesn't give me attraction confirmation. If she shows me no attraction confirmation, man, it's over. I mean, I'm saying it's not even gonna begin, because I just don't be around seeing women. Ooh, she's so beautiful, I gotta have her in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that, and, you know, and I know some beta male will be, oh, you probably can't get no attractive women. Bro, I don't ever see, no matter what state I'm in, no matter what city I'm in, even I'm watching TV or whatever, I never see a woman that's so attractive that I say, ooh, she's so fine, I got to have her in my life. It takes so much more than fine to be in my life. And then I believe in the energy. I 100% believe in the energy. I've been preaching energy, man, from the time I got on this platform, man. It has always been alpha energy, alpha energy, alpha energy, because I know what the alpha energy does. And so I just, man, go about my business every day. Like homie said earlier, I'm about my business. I'm on my purposes every day. So I can go weeks, months without even talking to a woman. But so I don't have to see a woman and go, you know, and I don't make special trips anywhere to go try to meet women. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do that. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to waste going to a place to meet women. You know what I'm saying? I don't club. I don't go to bars. You know what I'm saying? These are just some things I don't do. I have no interest in doing those things. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have business in the club, I ain't going. If I don't have business at a bar, I ain't going. I just don't go to those things. So for me, attraction confirmation is a plate best served cold. The hot approach is best served cold, which means you just out taking care of your business and you out somewhere. You could be in any establishment. You can even be at the light and just get attraction confirmation. You get the attraction confirmation. Hey, man, listen, let me tell you something. I was with my partner P once, man, and we were rolling, man, and we were on the interstate, man. And this little mixed chick, man, looked like she was, I don't know what it was, man. And I never did really even ask, man. You know, I never did ask her that. You know what I'm saying? That's some, man. She needs to just volunteer that information. I don't want to let a woman think that I'm so much into her looks that I want to know what she's made of. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not why I'm asking, but that's how a woman is gonna take it the majority of the time. But man, she was bad, bro. Let me tell you something, man. I was rolling with my partner, man, and I was blowing. And so, man, she pulled up beside us, man, and you could feel people looking at you. And so, man, I looked over, man, my eyes was low and red, man, but I had my stunner shades on, so I couldn't about tell, man. My eyes were low and red, and I looked over, man, and she looked back, and she did a double take like this, man. Man, girl, damn, near swerved off the road, man. So, you know, we went up. So she took off, man. I guess it was nerves or whatever. She took off, but then she slowed down so we can catch up. And then we caught up, man. You know, I knew why she was slowing down. So I said, hey, P, when we get up here, man, don't shoot past her. So we went up there, man, and we pulled over, man. So we went up there and got beside her, man. And so just the way she was looking at me, man, I already knew the look on her eye was like, damn, nigga, I want you. So I made her pull off the interstate. We got up to the next exit, man. I made her pull off the interstate. Pulled off the interstate, man, and posted up, man, on a whip, man. Chick named Emily, man. So, man, listen, bro. Man, I ain't gonna say I was all over her, man. We were all over each other out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were all over each other out there, man. Just pulled off the exit, man. Pulled up at a gas station, man. And literally, bro, man, we were all over each other out there, man. Like, we knew each other. Like, we hadn't seen each other in years, man. And so that's just one of those scenarios to show how that attraction confirmation goes, man. The energy. Now, she was in her car. I'm in the car with my partner P. Man, listen, the energy is that strong. The energy, there are no boundaries. Cars can't hold the energy back. You know what I'm saying? Walls can't hold the energy back. Windows can't hold the energy back. The energy permeates every single environment known to man and gets to where it wants to go, bruh. I'm telling you, man, the energy is crazy. And listen, bro, it don't happen every day. You're not going to get attraction confirmation from women every day. That's cool, because I don't want to deal with women every day. I don't want to get attraction confirmation from women every day. I just don't want it. I'd be too damn busy for that, man. No, and then, to be perfectly honest with you, man, I got a woman in my life, man, who pulling out in front of everybody, man. She's starting to stretch out. She's starting to build a nice sizable lead. You know what I'm saying? She's starting to build a nice sizable lead, man. So, but anyway, man, that was just random information. But another thing is this, man. Never go alone to get along. As a man, you simply cannot go along to get along, bro. You can't go along to get along, man. Never go alone. When you go along to get along, man, you have not only compromised your manhood, you have compromised everything. When you go along to get along, man, that means that nothing that you want, desire, or hope to have is more important than what that person over there wants. And a lot of time men go along to get along without any pressure. There's no life or death situation, man. There's no risk of financial ruin or anything. These guys just go that route, man, just because they want to. They just do it because it seems like the thing to do. They do it because it seems amazing to them. They want to impress someone. They want to befriend themselves with someone. They want a woman to love them. They compromise everything, man. They go along to get along. I don't give a damn about getting along with nobody, bro, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care, man. I'm perfectly content with having more enemies than friends, bro. I'm perfectly content with that. I love that. I love the concept of that. You know what I'm saying? I love the concept of that. Because as long as people declare themselves enemy, whether it's over something petty or not, as long as they declare themselves enemies, those are people that you don't have to worry about, man, coming out of nowhere as you attain higher levels of success. Those are people that you don't have to never worry about coming out of nowhere, getting you jammed up in their foolishness, man. Those are people you never have to worry about in your life. And the fewer people you have to worry about in your life, the more time and energy you can spend on the people who really matter in your life. You know what I'm saying? You can't be spreading yourself thin and going along to get along, man. It's the easy way to spread yourself thin. You will absolutely spread yourself too thin if you go along to get along. You know what I'm saying? That's real, man. I promise you, bro, you will spread yourself too thin in life. And once you spread yourself too thin, man, it's hard to pull yourself back together, man. It takes years to pull yourself back together, man, after you've been living your life, man, in a people-pleasing manner, man. I truly believe once a people pleaser, always a people pleaser, man. I don't think you can recover from being a people pleaser. I really don't. I think it's virtually impossible to recover from being a people pleaser. You can know you're a people pleaser, but then guess what? You just still a people pleaser, man. Ain't really nothing you can do about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It takes years to work out of that because in your mind, you've seen the benefits of being a people pleaser. You've seen the benefits of going along to get along, and we're humans. So whatever we do in our lives that benefit us, it's hard for us to turn away from that thing, even if the benefit is just a perceived benefit and not a realistic benefit. Alex Jackson, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Bro, say, man, you drop extra content for us every day. Book, appreciate you, bro. No doubt, fam. I appreciate it, man. We got a little bit rate warning here, man. So this thing might be finna shut down. We getting close to the end. If it shut down this time, man, we gonna be all right. You know, hey, the key word, Bray, is used to be. A lot of things used to be a problem for a lot of people, man. So when you overcome something like that, bro, you got to give yourself props. You got to give yourself major respect for overcoming something like that. It is very difficult to overcome those things, man. You have to work hard. You have to have a well made up mind to overcome things like being a people pleaser, man. You have to overcome things. You have to work real hard to overcome things like being a trick. You know what I'm saying? You really have to, man. So I think this thing about to kick out on us, man, but we're going to try to get to this last one. Never take a woman seriously who doesn't have a strong, positive relationship with her father. If a woman doesn't have a strong, positive relationship with her father, then you might as well you might as well understand that, you know, that's not going to work. She's never going to be able to fit into your life. If you're alpha male, a woman who doesn't have a strong positive relationship with her father is not going to be able to fit into your life. She's not going to fit. She doesn't belong there. You understand what I'm saying? She doesn't belong there. And you got to keep that in mind, man. Like, she's never going to work out. Like, if a woman doesn't have a positive relationship with her father right now today, it's not going to work out. She doesn't understand what it means to properly revere a man. She doesn't understand what it means to love a man who she reveres. She doesn't understand that. She doesn't understand how to do that. So her love is going to be all erratic, and it's going to be all crazy and stupid, and she's going to be all over the place doing all type of weirdo stuff, man, and just doing things to just agitate a pimp, man. She's just going to always do something crazy because she hasn't been taught. She hasn't been taught how to have a healthy relationship with a man. And for me, bro, that's major. When a woman cannot even contribute anything that's necessary to build a healthy relationship with a man, you got to run for the hills. You got to run for, if she can't even ask her dad what she's supposed to do because she don't have that type of relationship with him, you got to run for the hills, bro. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro, that's going to eliminate some very beautiful women. But that's why I tell you, beauty is not the most important thing. It's got to be considered, but it's not the most important thing. Beauty is never enough. If a woman is beautiful, but she has nothing else going for herself, it's never enough for me. It's never enough. There are other things a woman can have and knock a couple of points off her beauty, and those things will make her more beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? As you get to know a woman, man, if she's a sweet girl internally, man, then she could be a 7, and that internal glow, that internal beauty can come out, man, and bump her 7 up to a 9. I'm telling you, if you show me 2 8s and one of them is nice as hell and the other is just, man, she just, you hate to see her coming. You know what I'm saying? That woman right there, man, the one that's sweet as hell, man, she gonna always look better than the other. Hell, you can show me a 7 and an 8. And if the 7 has a sweet disposition, man, she's just a overall sweet girl, man, the 8, she gonna look better than the 8 who has a bad attitude. And that's what a lot of men don't understand. They forego all of these other things just because a woman is beautiful. And that's real talk. And the truth is, man, look, beauty's only skin deep. It truly is. Beauty is only skin deep. But the essence of who a woman is internal. That's under the skin. And you got to marry the two. If a woman can't marry the two, if she can't marry the two, the internal essence of who she is with her outer beauty, we call it inner outer beauty. If she can't marry her, if she can't match her inner beauty with her outer beauty, man, I can't handle that. I can't handle that. I'm not going to even worry about it. Baby World, appreciate the $5 super chat. Today, can you touch on ways on how she is going about building the lead in your life? How a woman is going about building the lead in my life or in a man's life? I don't know. You might need to reword that, Shadaka. When you put the building the lead. Oh, okay. I know what you're saying. You know, it just comes to, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. It takes a woman showing dedication for an extended period of time. The problem is the majority of women are impatient. So they want the ultimate payoff immediately. The ultimate payoff of being of in her mind, because a woman don't really care about what's reality. She only care about her perception. So it takes a woman putting in work over a period of time, not the kind of work she wants to put in, the kind of work the man wants her to put in. See, a lot of women out here, they think they know what a man wants, and so they come pre-made. They come with this pre-made, this predestined list of functions and duties and actions that she's supposed to do, and she thinks the man is supposed to appreciate those. What a woman has to do is clear her mind of all of that. Now, that is one thing I'll tell a woman from day one. Clear your mind of everything you think you know about women. Clear your mind about everything you think you know about men, rather. Because you don't know anything about this man. You don't know anything about me, shawty. You don't know anything about BOA. Nothing. So clear your mind and we're going to build it up from square one. That eliminates a bunch of women because they just can't do that because women think they know it all. Now, the woman comes along who does that, it's going to be a tedious task. For the life a woman wants with a man of means, with the man who is living in power, a man who is a self-contained, self-sufficient unit who is living in power and empowerment, for the life that she gets from that, she has to be willing to put in the work to prove to that man that she is a long-term viable option to be in his life. You know, she has to do that. And the majority of times women just don't last long enough in that role. They'll do it. They'll do it for a little while, but for some reason, man, they just are. A lot of women are too easily distracted from outside sources. So there are some rules that I'm going to lay down from the beginning. She can't have no Instagram account. She can't have no Facebook account. She can't have no TikTok account unless she absolutely has to have those things for her business that is benefiting my business. She can't have it. But a woman has to make a choice whether she wants to have those things or she wants to have that relationship that she's been dreaming of since she was a little girl. So it's really just about being dedicated to a man over a period of time and being consistent. Another thing women lack is consistency. So if you're consistent and you're actively trying to do everything that a man wants you to do, you're trying to build, you're trying to grow, you're trying to do all of these things, then that's how you pop it off. That's exactly how you do it. It has to be a long-term investment. You know how many women can't let social media go? I want y'all brothers to think about that. How many women do you know who can't let social media go? They rather keep their social media. They can't do it. Even when they try, they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Even when they try, they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's true, bro. You know, they simply can't do it, man. I see. Let me see. What trying to say? No woman is different. We're all the same. Not really. A woman who submits to a man's lead is not the same. The woman who submits to a man's lead automatically becomes better than every other woman. You know what I'm saying? The woman who submits herself to the lead and will of an alpha male, when she submits herself to the guidance of an alpha male, she automatically becomes she's above all other women, because she has opened herself up to receive a level of wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Not personally receive it into her own brain, but be guided by it. The average woman is guided by herself. A woman who is guided by an alpha male is going to be light years ahead of every other woman. That's just the bottom line. That's why I demand that a woman follows my lead. A woman has to follow me. She has to be, she has to be pretty much on a, I know I say jump, she say hi. She has to be on that. Because if not, she can just go ahead and make her own stupid decisions and mess up her own life, and learn everything the hard way. Like I have the value. I have the key. I have the key to the insight. I have the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, man, to eliminate a whole bunch of struggle and a whole bunch of problems in her life for her, if she just follow my lead. I don't need her because I'm already implementing these things in my own life. So, a woman who is willing to do that, man, and it's just rare. You know what I'm saying? The more men that a woman is with, the less likely she is to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? and not just be with sexually. The more men that a woman exchanges energy with, it don't have to be sexual energy. It can be any type of engagement. That's why, you go back to times where, the society was patriarchal, man. Women didn't hang around other men. Women who had a husband didn't spend time around other men. They just didn't do it. There was no place to do it. There was no time to do it. But we live in a different world now. So a modern woman will have to make a lot of adjustments. The modern woman, period, will have to make some major adjustments to her understanding and outlook on things before she could even hope to be able to fall into that interaction with that alpha male, man. It's tough, man. So that's why I tell all my brothers, man, I tell all the alpha males, man, you gotta, 9 times out of 10, bro, you probably just gonna be single, man. You know what I'm saying? It's rare. You know what I'm saying? So, and all of us, all of us may have that woman. All of us may eventually have that woman, but it's so rare that you just got to prepare like she'll never be there. You know what I'm saying? It's just so rare, man. Women will work harder at a career than they'll ever work at a relationship. Ever. And that's just the reality of it, man. Hell, a woman will work hard at building an OnlyFans account, man, than she will at a relationship. And that's just the reality of it, man. So, yeah, I mean, when you think about that, China, I think that could be, we could just make a random statement like that about all women who are online late at night if we want to make a random statement, but the thing is, man, a lot of these things don't really matter. Like what a woman's doing online late at night, nobody in the alpha sphere cares about that. So, you just got to keep in mind, man. And yeah, I agree with you, man, because they bought their paper. But when they bought their paper, you know what that means? That means she can't be about yours. If she bought her paper, she can't be about your endeavors. And 9 times out of 10, for the most part, man, they don't be making no real paper. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'll tell you what, they don't be stacking no real paper. They be making paper, but they don't be keeping it. Because a woman without guidance is more likely to just, trick off her money on shopping and doing frivolous things that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You put a woman in an alpha male life, man. You let her, come into the kingdom of an alpha male, man. And her whole outlook on everything changes. You know what I'm saying? From what she puts in her mouth to what she lets come out of her mouth. You know what I'm saying? To how she makes her money, to what she does with it. Everything changes in a woman's life, man. And I just feel like, that in itself should be enough for a woman to buy into the process of a true alpha male, man, because her life is going to improve immediately. Immediately, her life is going to improve. And, that just can't be said about the man. You know what I'm saying? A woman coming to my life, man, my life's not going to be drastically improved. You know what I'm saying? I think there are going to be some creature comforts that I'm afforded. When a submissive woman, it's always, when a submissive woman is in your presence, man, you're always going to be afforded some creature comforts that you just can't do by yourself. There are certain things I'm not going to do for myself. You know what I'm saying? If they get done, they're going to be done by a submissive woman in my midst. They're not going to be done by me. So, it's one of those things, man, where, I just feel like for that to work properly, everybody has to accept their role. And the thing is, men can accept their role because, fortunately for us, our role is position of power in that scenario. So it's easy to accept a position of power. Women don't have it in them to accept that role. Now, they will accept it at a certain point. But the problem is they always wait until they're past the point where an alpha male even wants them anymore. Women live in this illusion that they can always get an alpha male. Always. You know what I'm saying? A woman in her 20s, of course, she got a great chance of scoring an alpha male as long as she don't mess her life up doing crazy stuff. A woman in her, and a woman hit 30, it's possible. It's possible. A woman hit 40, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? unless she's already in his life. Now, if she's already in the kingdom, I mean, an alpha male, man, for the most part, man, if a woman continue to do the things she's supposed to do and play the position she's supposed to play, he ain't gonna say, all right, shawty, you 40 today, you got to go. He ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be like, wait a minute, shawty, how old are you? 40. Oh, girl, get your stuff that you got over here. Go home. What you doing? It ain't gonna happen like that. But the bottom line is, that just, the reality of it, man. You know what I'm saying? And they just waste their time and wait around, and then they end up settling for whatever they can get. Because, even every now and then they'll be able to circle back around, man, and grab one of those beta males who wanted them a long time ago, but they couldn't get him, but he couldn't get her. And, by that point, man, she just have to settle for that. And it's a pretty tough situation because a woman has a very small window in her life to secure her position with an alpha male, man. After that, the alpha male don't want her anymore. And the thing is, the more betas who decide that they're going to become the most alpha version of themselves, that eliminates her pool and makes it even smaller, man. So, listen, women, I am telling you, you have to understand how valuable your youth is. When you're young, the decisions you make when you're young are going to affect you when you get into your 30s and 40s. I can promise you that. You're not going to be able to do some of the things you would have been able to do if you had really taken that time seriously. And if you are a woman that's in her 30s and 40s, then you had better make sure that you are presenting a great package when you show up in an alpha male's kingdom. Because if you are not, it is going to be a waste of your time. It is not going to be what you think it's going to be. It never will. And that's the reality of it. I mean, it's a tough pill, man. But you know what? It's the same kind of pill where, let's say you the best ball player in your state. Well, guess what? Keep assing off until you're 30. No player is going to make an NBA roster for the first time at 30 years old, because you're just, when it comes to being an athlete, you're kind of old at that point. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it. You're an old athlete. No matter how good you are, you're still an old athlete. So, especially football. So, man, let's get ready to slide on out of here, man. We've been in here, man, about an hour and a half. It's late. Getting late into the night, man. Let's go ahead and get ready to slide on out of here, man. Appreciate y'all being in the business, man, in the building, man. It's been real in the field, man. Yo, I appreciate all the Cash App support, man. You know what I'm saying? Cash App won't let you do anything but, just sending it, put a fist or a muscle, a thumbs up, man. That's all Cash App will let you do, man. So I try to respond to all of them, man. But some of you guys, man, support pretty regularly on Cash App, man. I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been real in the field, man. So this is a great show, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate all the support. Now let's go ahead and get ready to slide out of here to something cool, man. My Squad, D. Flemings, SJ3. Salute to you, my brothers. The Green Label Gang. Appreciate y'all showing up, man, as usual. It's been real, man. Let's head out. Peace.